There's still that market in the automotive industry for someone who wants a subcompact crossover, or in other words, a mini crossover. Introduced to the North American market a few years ago, the Buick Encore serves as the brand's smallest crossover offering, and for 2017, it sees a mid-cycle refresh that includes better technology and updated styling. So let's go ahead and check out and take a closer look at this 2017 Buick Encore. Now the Encore here also shares many mechanical components with the Chevrolet Trax, and it also shares the same platform with the Trax as well. However, the Encore is more of a premium vehicle than the Trax. It has more premium features and has better exterior styling in my opinion. And Buick updated the styling for the 2017 model year, but it may be a little bit of a challenge for some people to notice the updates they made. You do have new LED daytime running lights and LED turn signal indicators, which look fantastic on the vehicle. And I love the new alloy wheels that they put on the Encore here. Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are also available now. And then the Buick Intelligence system, which is the main head unit for the vehicle, has been updated as well. Now here goes the key fob design for the Encore. Pretty decent looking key fob. I see that they got rid of the switchblade, but you do have your unlock, your lock, and then your panic alarm. This color of the Encore is known as the Summit White, pretty popular color for Buicks. You also do have smart key access on all four doors of the vehicle. Pretty surprising there. Usually it's just the driver's door and the front passenger door, so that's nice that they included on all four doors. And you also do have a half cloth and half leatherette interior. You have shale accents and ebony accents. That's what they call it. And then you also do have your power driver's seat with power lumbar. However, you do have manual recline on the side right here. Alright, now stepping on inside of the Encore here, the biggest update they've made to the interior is certainly the new Buick IntelliLink head unit. And then also they upgraded the interior materials. You have more soft touch materials inside of here, which is always welcome. You also do have push button ignition. Just push your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you're hearing there is a 1.4 liter turbo 4-cylinder. You have a full leather wrap steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, 6-speed automatic here. Manual shiftability, of course, and when you put the vehicle into reverse, this will display your pretty big rear view camera with guidance signs and trajectory. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the lights and the hazards. Automatic driver's side window. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood and check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators. 18-inch alloy wheels. Coming up front here, you have halogen headlights with LED daytime running lights and LED turn signal indicators. And I could see that they changed the emblem a little bit as well. You have the blue and white and red instead of just all silver. Powering the Encore here is a 1.4 liter turbo 4-cylinder. Produces 138 horsepower at 4,900 RPM and 148 pound-feet of torque at 1,850 RPM, with EPA estimates being 25 in the city and 33 on the highway. Now you can go for front-wheel drive or you can go for all-wheel drive in the Encore here. But we'll see what this baby could do when we hit the road later in the video. Competitors of the Encore, you have the vehicles in the subcompact crossover class. This includes the likes of the Jeep Renegade, Chevrolet Trax. You also have the Mazda CX-3 as well. You also do have new LED tail lights, rear reflectors, and a chrome exhaust tip, rear window wiper with a rear window defroster, and a LED third brake light. Total vehicle price for our particular Encore is $25,290. EPA estimates, like I said, 25 city, 33 highway. You have your power windows, door locks, power mirrors, chrome interior door handles. All right, now driving the 2017 Buick Encore here. Now I have to say, what I do like about driving the Encore, and actually really any other subcompact crossover, is that these vehicles can fit in really tight parking spaces. And I'm really jealous because I drive a Jeep Grand Cherokee, and compared to this, that vehicle is a much bigger SUV. But that's one of the advantages of having a subcompact crossover. It's pretty good for city driving. However, with that being said, the Encore here actually has a pretty bad turning radius for how small this vehicle is. I was really surprised. The turning radius isn't all that good, I have to say. But anyways, the 1.4 liter turbo 4-cylinder we have here provides pretty leisurely acceleration. It won't get your heart exhilarating, but doesn't feel anemic either. You know, it's just comfortable for day-to-day driving. And there's enough power here for highway passing maneuvers. But fuel efficiency, the fuel efficiency is okay. It's not, you know, a hybrid or anything like that. It's not like a Toyota Prius, but it's okay. You know, you'll save a little bit of money by not getting, you know, a Jeep Grand Cherokee or a Chevy Tahoe or anything that's a mid-size or full-size SUV or crossover. You'll save a little bit of money at the pump, but the fuel efficiency is certainly not the best out there, I have to say. But the 33 miles per gallon on the highway is pretty good when you compare it to some other crossovers on the market. Now, I also like how nimble this vehicle feels. You know, I can feel for where this vehicle is trying to go. It's pretty predictable. The handling is pretty good for a crossover, but the 6-speed automatic transmission also shifts pretty well. Never hesitates to shift, and I never noticed that it's really shifting which is pretty nice. But overall, I think that the Encore, the best part about driving this vehicle is it's pretty comfortable and it's pretty smooth nature. This vehicle is a vehicle that's pretty easy to live with on a daily basis. And if you're looking for a subcompact crossover that's good for sitting driving, then the Buick Encore will probably not disappoint. Now, the turning radius isn't the best out there, but it's no biggie. Interior quality sure has improved over the previous model year Encore, and there's plenty of soft touch materials inside of this vehicle, like on the armrests and the upper door panels, and then on the dashboard it's all soft touch too. Really also love the stitching as well, gives it a much more high quality feel inside of here. And build quality is pretty good for the most part. Everything feels pretty sturdy inside of here, and the interior trim and pieces, they don't have panel gaps, which is nice. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the interior quality of the Encore here. Certainly one of the best in the subcompact crossover class. Coming to the steering wheel design, the steering wheel design is pretty dated looking. I rather much prefer General Motors' newer steering wheels. However, it still gets the job done. Right here you have your cruise control, steering wheel mounted audio controls, and Bluetooth phone controls, as well as your voice recognition. The steering wheel also does manually tilt and telescope. Coming to the gauges in the instrument cluster, we have full instrumentation for the gauges. On the left you have your tachometer, right is your speedometer, and on top right there, fuel gauge and your coolant temperature. Then you have an LCD display in the center which shows all of your vehicle information. It's controlled by buttons on the stock right here. And Shows you your digital speedometer, as you can see. Then you also do have your trip information, your fuel range, oil life percentage, tire pressure, and then you also have your navigation. Shows you turn-by-turn directions. Then options. Change the units from US to metric, info pages, all that good stuff. And then you have your direction of travel right here. Overall, love the little LCD display. However, I wish the buttons were in a different way. I wish they were on the steering wheel rather than the stock right here. Coming up here, you have your OnStar, map lights, then you have a little storage compartment down there. Plenty of storage actually. And you'll find a USB charging port, actually 2 of them, and an auxiliary input, as well as a 12-volt power outlet. Dual cup holders. And your parking brakes located right here. Not much center console storage right here, but at least you do have an armrest on the side, which is nice. Seating comfort in the Encore is okay. I wish there was a little bit more side bolstering. Thigh support is pretty good. Overall, the seats are great for long road trips, but they won't hold you in place all that well. Visibility is okay out of the Encore, especially in the front windows. There's tons of glass area. Seeing out of the windshield is pretty easy. But when you get to rearward visibility, can be a little bit of a challenge, but at least the rear view camera does come as standard equipment. You also have your glove box compartment right here. Love how it doesn't slam right down, which is nice. Then coming to your climate controls, it's a pretty simple and easy layout here, very logical. However, the buttons are pretty small for the different zones. I wish they were a little bit bigger here, but you do have your temperatures, fan speeds, and your different zones, your recycling, front window defroster, and your rear window defroster. Easy as that. Then right here you have your traction control off. Now you may be thinking that the Encore doesn't have a lot of interior space for the front occupants since it's a subcompact crossover. However, there's at least plenty of interior space for the front occupants, for the driver and the front passenger, but we'll see when we get to the rear of the vehicle how the rear seating is. But for the front, there's plenty of space up here and there's plenty of headroom, and I found a pretty comfortable driving position. Now let's get to the main head unit and the infotainment system. This is the Buick IntelliLink system. It's been updated for 2017. I love this new interface here. The graphics and the rendering are much better, and the responsiveness is also much better too. Your different audio sources do include all of the norm. You have your AM, FM, XM satellite radio, Bluetooth streaming audio, your USB port with iPod integration, and your auxiliary input. And then you also do have your direct tune feature, which is nice. Coming to your phone, you can hook up your Bluetooth phone and have all of your contacts stored on here. View your voicemail, have an integrated dial pad, pretty cool there. Settings, there's many different settings that you could change for the system, like you have your radio, time and date, valet mode, language, vehicle, Bluetooth, your Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then your projection features for your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Then you have your SMS text messaging function for your Bluetooth phone, OnStar, then your OnStar Nav. Then your shop, you can download apps on here, which is cool. And then I love how simple the layout is on the Buick IntelliLink system. It's just very intuitive. Up here you also do have your exterior temperature readout and your digital clock. And the IntelliLink system does come with 4G LTE Wi-Fi, which is nice. Overall, love the Buick IntelliLink system. I love the updates they've made to it. And let's go ahead and shut down the Encore. Let's go ahead and check out the rear seat space as well as the cargo space. Trunk space is certainly pretty small back here, but what can you expect? It's a subcompact crossover here. The rear seats also do fold down 60-40 split, and you have your Encore floor mats. And lift this up, and this reveals a spare tire. Interior materials do follow through in the rear. Now sitting back here in the Encore, there's an okay amount of legroom, but headroom is pretty good. But overall it's not too bad actually. But if you're looking for the most interior space for the rear seat occupants out of a subcompact crossover, then I suggest looking at the Jeep Renegade. You also do have rear adjustable headrests and a rear center armrest with cup holders, as well as dual map pockets. Alright. So with its intuitive technology, its attractive cabin design, and its stylish exterior, the 2017 Buick Encore is a pretty good choice for a subcompact crossover. However, if you are looking for one with more refined driving dynamics, you may want to check elsewhere. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.